Amy is locked in when it comes to shooting.
Trust yourself.
Once she's in that zone, it's near impossible to get her out of it. It's a machine. Everything is the same every time.
Same way. Trust yourself. Finish strong.
It's focus. It's business. She's there for a reason, and she's gonna get it accomplished.
So it first kind of began, I was primarily a soccer player. That was my sport. My brother was involved in competitive skeet shooting through the NSSA, and so being the little sister that I was, I wanted to be completely separate from him. You know, shooting was his sport, soccer was mine. I had gone out and shot with my dad and brother a few times right at the beginning, but quite frankly, I really did not like it.
It kicked her hard. I thought she was done at that point. I thought I had ruined this experience for my daughter for the rest of her life.
The spring of my freshman year, I was injured, and so I kind of was a little lost.
I don't think she had any concept of what the future could mean.
Honestly, at the time, I really found a lot of my identity in soccer, and so when the question kind of came up on whether I would continue competing after my freshman year, it was pretty scary.
They told her that if she didn't make serious changes, she was going to have major hip surgery and would be out of the game probably for 6 months to a year to recover from it completely and be able to live her life. And she was frightened.
Around that same time, my dad and a few of our friends had brought the USA High School Clay Target League into our school district.
We had such a successful response from the students that for the first year we had to limit it to the seniors and juniors. Because of my involvement with the program, Amy and Michael, my son, were both going to be on the team. But Amy, being Amy, really wanted to work hard and prove that she was on the team, not because of my involvement, but because she deserved to be there.
I really found a passion for the game and realized that this was something that maybe I wanted to pursue further. I started off through the USA High School Clay Target League, and then that summer I think I joined the ATA, started to take shooting a little bit more serious, competed in trap for a couple years before meeting a group of brothers at my home club who introduced me to the Scholastic Clay Target program, and that's really where I feel like my shooting career kind of took off. And so I was introduced to skeet and sporting clays. From there, I joined A&B Clay Busters and really kind of found my identity in skeet shooting. That was where my passion was found, which is kind of ironic because that's what my brother was doing all those years and I wanted no part of it. Around that same time as well, I started writing for Junior Shooters magazine, and I realized that I had a kind of unique story to share. And so I was able to do that physically through the magazine, and then I started a page called Her Shooting Journey. And quite honestly, the big goal of the page was to reach at least one other girl with my story. If I can do it, maybe she'll believe that she can do it too.
She recognized that there was a need in that community for someone to say, this is what I did to get to where I am. And it's not about what I shot in the last competition. It's about everything I did to prepare to go to that competition.
I never thought that it would take off the way that it did, but here we are.
It's crazy to think, but the first conversation I ever had with her, it almost seemed like she wasn't even going to be in Nebraska.
I think Coach Jake was actually the first coach to ever reach out to me.
At first it was kind of a, well, thank you for the consideration, but I don't see myself relocating to the Midwest from upstate New York.
I remember my first interaction was out on the course. He looks at me and he said, hey, I'm just a dude. Here to watch you shoot, do your thing.
There you go, J-Dog. Come on, Meyer.
Having that personal interaction where it kind of took the pressure off, I saw who he was. That really was kind of the spark of my interest in Midland and their shotgun program.
You should be matching the target. Right now, you are like
going 2 miles an hour and that thing's going 50.
You know, she was a little nervous at first. You know, I'm sure she's probably gonna hate me for saying that, but she was a little nervous at first, but had all the most confidence in my guys and girls to just kind of bring her in and be like, hey, you know, it's all right. We're here to help you out. You know, just have fun with your visit. Come shoot with the guys and girls. They're all a great group of people.
Everything from that point forward was so positive, and there was nothing that I felt like was a red flag about Midland, and I knew that this was the right place for me.
Hi.
Ready to go?
How's it going?
It's going good.
Oh, no, you're supposed to say it's going. Oh, it's going.
Oh, it's going.
Oh,
So, before actually meeting Amy in person, I was a little intimidated by her. She had this huge following, this huge Instagram page, and she was very serious about her shooting. That scared me a little bit. I thought she was going to be a super serious person, you know, super kind of uptight and everything. And then as soon as I met her in person, exact opposite.
Oh, hello.
Oh, how's it going?
Oh, you know, you gotta push through this. Look at the mirror, man. I promise you can do this. And then you talk.
She is very deliberate in her way. She has a purpose for everything that she does from the minute we get to the range till the minute we leave. Nothing is left up to chance or to being swayed with her. She's got the pre-shooting ritual. She's got what she does to get ready, and then when she goes up there, it's focus, it's business. She's there for a reason, and she's gonna get it accomplished.
Honestly, it's been pretty overwhelming. I mean, with the transition to college, being so far away from home, and just adjusting to life here, it's been a lot. But I'd say I'm a pretty organized person. I try to keep up with everything. I thrive off of to-do lists, planners, checklists, all that stuff. And so, you know, keeping myself organized and accountable with all that stuff has really been helpful.
We're headed to the Olson Student Center to pick up some Starbucks, because that is a huge necessity for me. And then we're headed off to marketing at 8 a.m. So we're kind of pushing it a little bit. It's almost 7:50 right now, and we got to walk up 3 floors once we get to cross campus. But we'll get there. Feeling motivated. So I'm headed to marketing right now with Professor Nick Schreck. Schreck kind of went through the business program here at Midland. It's been so cool to be able to talk to him about things, run ideas past him, and like really talk to someone who understands what I want to do in the field that I want to go into.
She had just left another college to come back, and she said, Nick, I really want to learn more about digital marketing and how that can help me accomplish my career goals. And she is by far the most organized prospective student that I've ever met with. She talked about her career aspirations, what she was doing to get there, and how Midland could help her play a role in that. Amy's mentioned that she wants to be kind of an influencer in the shotgun industry. I think that that's pretty amazing. You know, sometimes in shooting sports, you know, you have like a demographic of people that you're used to seeing, and Amy breaks almost all of those trends and does it in a way that's really engaging and exciting for young people to get into the sport. That's really important.
So we're here at the range and we're getting ready to shoot. I just greased up my barrels, so getting ready to put that together. I think we're gonna start off by shooting some traps, so I'll throw my mod choke in. We'll go proof some targets.
She practices like she competes. She works really hard. You know, what she does in practice, she's going to apply it at a competition.
Bang.
Even at practice, when the rest of us are goofing around, she walks up there and she hammers out the targets. It's a machine. Everything is the same every time.
I really want to make sure that every movement is intentional. I want to make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, so that I can replicate it every single time I'm out there.
She's coming out here ready to work week in and week out. Her competitiveness is far none.
I think shotgun sports is pretty unique in that men and women are pretty equal in competition. As long as you've got a gun that fits you, you can shoot the same scores as any guy.
Amy is breaking down barriers every single day. She's surrounding herself with people that are where she wants to be.
She definitely embraces the idea of being a role model for others, but she also does it in a way that she stays very approachable.
I would say, honestly, start off by going to the range and just kind of seeing what it's all about. Really talking with the people who are involved in the sport, kind of get their perspective on things, and then eventually you can come out and you can try it. It's really great when you have a lot of support, someone who really knows what they're doing, who can guide you and answer any of your questions. I feel like this sport has given me the most genuine and amazing group of people that I could have ever asked for. I think it's really cool that, we're competing on an individual level and we can be out there competing against each other, but we're still out there giving fist bumps and high fives and cheering each other on. And that's kind of the shift that I didn't really know I needed, but has really served my soul. And that's really the biggest thing that shooting has given me, is that community of people.